For those who know, welcome back to, the another mastermind call with Every Move Collective. As always, we're very glad that you're here with us, especially on this last call of 2024 as we prep for 2025. It's pretty crazy that an entire year has gone by since we launched these masterminds, and we're just really grateful that we've been able to build this community with you all over the past year. So before I go ahead and introduce Alessia, myself, my mom, my brother Dylan all run a top producing team out of Westchester County, New York, and Connecticut. We also run this amazing organization of Every Move Collective at eXp Realty, which brings you these bi-monthly masterminds where we foster learning, networking, community. We will be rolling out our lineup for quarter 1 of 2025 in the coming week. There'll be all of our calls will be on the second and fourth Monday of every month. So we hope that you continue to join us in the new year. We'll certainly be talking a lot about, planning for the new year with Alessia today. So again, we encourage you to be as conversational as possible. Use the chat, raise your hand, jump in. I know Alessia is planning to have a lot of participation in the chat today, so we hope that you're able to, chime in. If you can turn on your cameras, we would love that. Alessia is a highly credentialed wellness professional with certifications in yoga, meditation, nutrition, and personal training, as well as a background of an MBA in marketing. And so she integrates wellness practices to help individuals and real estate agents unlock their potential. My mom was fortunate enough to see her speak at an event in the past, few months somewhere in, I think it was New Jersey. And
No,
we just,
in New York.
New
Yeah,
York.
White Plains.
Oh, I love it. And we just loved her energy and what she had to say, and we're really excited at the opportunity to bring her on here. So I'm going to hand over the mic to her. She's going to share her screen, and let me just stop sharing my sound so we don't have any technical difficulties with that. All right.
All right. Thank you so much, Colby, for that introduction. And thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Thank you, Ava, Colby, and Dylan, for having me be part of Every Move Collective. I'm super excited to be here. And what Colby said is right. We are going to make this very interactive because I know that when I'm watching Zoom presentations, you can either zone out on Zoom or be an active participant. And I want everyone who's here today to walk away with some tangible items. So we're going to come right out the gate hot. I'm going to introduce myself to you guys, and then we're going to go right into the chats right away. So my name's Alessia, as Colby said. I'm the owner of Thrive Mind and Body, and it is my passion and purpose in life to help people thrive in their daily lives, whether it's through fitness coaching, nutrition coaching, mindset coaching, coaching, whatever you're looking for in terms of wellness, health for body and mind. I'm that go-to gal, and we work together. That's my passion and purpose in life. So what we're going to do is come, like I said, right out the gate into the chats. I'd love to hear, where is everyone based out of? I know that everyone's coming in from different parts of the country. So let's just start by putting where you're based out of into the chats. Let's get this party started and get people interacting. Let's see, we have Los Angeles, Connecticut, Westchester, Chicago. I love Chicago. Chicago people are the best, guys. That's amazing. So we have Westchester County, Texas, just north of Austin. I went to Austin City Limits for a music festival one time. Had a great time, amazing food. Love Austin. We got India, all the way from India, like India, the country. That's amazing. I love that. That is a bucket list spot for me. We got more people from Connecticut, Rye, New York, Greenwich. I love this. Thank you guys. Hi, Holly. Yes, I love this. You guys are in the chats already. I'm so excited. So let's talk about what brought you here. I want you guys to go ahead and put in the chat, why are you here right now? What drew you to this presentation? What made you look at this and say, yep, I want to be a part of that for an hour on a Monday morning? Put it into the chat, guys. Let's talk about why you're here. What drew you to this topic? I know when it came time for us to think about the topic, Manifest 2025. I love that, going into 2025 with intention. Yes, self-development, absolutely. Trying to make We're going to talk about that try, John. I see you saying to try. We're going to remove that try. You just triggered my Yoda. There is no try. You either do or you don't. We're going to make 2025 a good year. That's right. That's mindset right out the gate right there. Let's see what else we got here. We got interested in learning some daily tips to be motivated and to think outside the box. Holly, I love that. Self-awareness, Tanya, yes. Manifesting, absolutely. We love this. Also working on my posture. All of us. I mean, thank you, Colby, for bringing that up. Yes, we are hunched over all the time and we don't want to end up like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. So we're definitely going to work on posture today. Finding an evolved purpose and putting it into my work. Yes, May, I love that. Figure out a way to wake up early and get to the gym more. John, yes, absolutely. We're going to talk about that. I've created a method called the WOW method, and it is a great way to start your day. That's how I start my day every day. We're going to talk about that right in the as part of this presentation. You guys, I love this. This is a great, I can tell already this is a great group. I'm excited to be here. We're going to have a lot of fun during this presentation. We're going to walk away with some tangible items to work with us. So let's talk about what we are going to talk about today. Let's go to the agenda. We are going to talk about a manifestation for your 2025 goals, positive affirmations to use in your daily life. You guys are actually going to create your own affirmations today. And that is something that I am really excited about. I'm going to show you some of my affirmations. We're going to do this together. The power of mindset. We're going to talk a little bit about the science behind the power of mindset, because believe it or not, there is a science behind that. And bonus round, we're going to get rid of that pain in your neck. I am a yoga teacher, so talking about stretching, pain relief is part of what I do. It is part of my jam. So we are definitely going to get into that. Guys, I want you to use those comments, use the chat throughout. We're not necessarily going to stop for questions during the session. I'll give you an opportunity to, but if a question pops up while I'm talking, go ahead and pop it in the chat. Don't wait for me to give you the green light to ask a question. Pop it in the chat. We can scroll back and see what's going on. So don't be shy. If you have a question, just raise your hand if you need to, but otherwise pop it in the chat. We'll get back to it. We're going to make this interactive. We're going to make sure we get everyone's questions answered. So we're going to go right into the presentation today of turning your dreams into reality. We are going to talk about what this means. So we're going to talk about clarity is key. Define your vision. Guys, Colby and I, before we met up 15 minutes before the start of the meeting, and we were just kind of chit-chatting, and she talked about resolutions. And that is probably one of my biggest pet peeves, the word resolutions. If you have children around, cover their ears, because I'm about to throw down something. Resolutions are bullshit, mainly because they are vague. You don't get success by saying, I'm going to sell more houses. What does that mean? That's vague. We want specific, measurable goals. We're going to talk about SMART goals today. We're going to do this together. Defining your vision is the first part of success and a mindset. So the second part is visualizing your success. Picture yourself being that top selling agent. Obviously, this presentation is geared toward real estate agents, but this is true for anything you're doing in life, whether it's going to the gym, whether it's starting a new diet plan, whether it's wanting to be more outgoing, getting out there more, traveling more. Visualization is such a powerful tool. Align actions with intentions. This is what we talked about in the beginning. You can speak, I'm going to be the best realtor. I'm going to be the top 3%. I'm going to do all these things. But if your actions are not in alignment with your words, for example, if you're saying, I'm going to lose weight this year, I'm going to go to the gym more, I'm going to get healthier. But if your actions are not in alignment with those intentions, it ain't going to work, y'all. We need actions to back up the words that we're putting out into the world and into the universe. We're going to talk about all those things, and we're going to get to work right now by talking about the 5 whys. So if you're driving, please do not participate in this section. But if you are sitting at a desk, I want you to look around. I'm going to give you a little moment. Look for a pad and pen around you. I'm going to have you guys write something down. So take a moment, grab a pad and pen, and we're going to also have this go. Yes, may agree. Resolutions have a time limit on it. Absolutely. Victor, I love this. Creating time for mind breaks through the day. We're definitely going to talk about that in the wow method later on. So while you guys are getting that pad and pen, let me see you. If your cameras are on, show your pad and pen to the camera so that way I know we're ready to go. All right. Awesome. I want you to write down one goal. It can be vague, whatever your goal is this year for personal, business, whatever that goal is, write it down and then type it into the chat. Let's talk about some goals. Write it down into your pad and pen and then type it right into the chat. What's one goal? I'm going to share my goal with you guys, and we're going to go through this exercise together. Start my YouTube channel. Annette, I love that. Lose the ego. John, dude, yes, you are coming in hot. Consistent workout routine. Courtney, I love that. Increase my local presence. Business. Holly, yes, love that. Buy my first property. Dylan, awesome. Eating food as medicine instead of medicine as food. Yes, I love that. Okay. All right, so guys, now we're consistent with my gratitude journal. Laura, I love that. I have a gratitude practice that I post on my Instagram every night, Sunday through Thursday. I write in a journal every evening. We're going to talk about that too. So now, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through that thing that you just wrote down. That one goal that you wrote, I'm going to ask you why 5 times. And we're going to drill down to the root of that goal. So, why is that your goal? Why do you want to be consistent with your gratitude journal? Why do you want to eat food as medicine instead of medicine as food? Why do you want to buy your first property? Why do you want to increase your local presence? Why do you want to be consistent with your workout routine? Why do you want to lose your ego? Why do you want to start your own YouTube channel? Find an answer for that. And then guess what? I'm going to ask you why again. So let's put the answers into the chat to that first why. Why did you want to start your own YouTube channel, lose the ego, consistent workout routine, increase my local presence, all those things? Organize the daily work tasks that continually move. I love that, Victor. Why? First, why? Why do we want to do that? To shift to a positive mindset. To tone, yes, I want to work and promote where I live, to create awareness. I love this. All right, guys, tired of judgment. Love that. Yes, John. Love, love, love that. All right, now, guys, I'm going to ask you again. John, why are you tired of judgment? Anita, Annette, why do you want to create awareness? Holly, why do you want to work and promote where you live? Courtney, why do you want to tone and continue to lose weight? Laura, why do you want to shift to a positive mindset? Victor, why do you want to organize the daily work tasks that continuously move? Yes, to create equity and build passive income for myself. Dylan, I love that. Why? Yes, to bring abundance. I love my community. I want others to see the benefits of living here. More selflessness, better my health. Yes, I love this. You guys, grow a team by 10 people, top producing agent. Why? To be in long-term partnership with big thinkers, be inspired. Colby, I love that. All right, now, why? Why do you want to grow the top 10 people? Why do you want to be in a long-term partnership with the big thinkers? Why do you want to bring value to your community, Annette? Why do you want to better your health, May? Why do you want to have more selflessness, John? Why do you want to love your community? Why do you want to see the benefits of wonder? Why do you want to show to others the benefits of living here, Holly? Let's drill it down. Because John, not healthy. Great. To see my kids grow and bring awareness. All right. So May, do you see how like things are shifting now? Now, all of a sudden you went from, I want medicine for food to really drilling down. You want your kids to grow and bring awareness to the cancer community, to support advocate for those impacted. John, not healthy. Yes. Let's drill it down. Why? Let's get down to that third why right now. Put it in the chat, guys. Once you answer that question, put it into the chats. I'm going to explain to you why we're going through this exercise. Freedom through financial abundance. Yes, Laura. Yes, I love that. We're going to go through this one more time. I'm going to ask you this question. one more time about the why. And once we get done with asking the why, we're going to get down to the root cause of our goal. And that is going to help shift everything that we do. Holly, value and lifestyle. Community will see the value of what I can be for them. Annette, I love that. Holly, value and lifestyle in the community. Yeah, I love that. All right, guys, one more time. We're going to go through this. Why? John, why is it not healthy? May, why do you want to see your kids grow? Laura, why do you want freedom through financial abundance? Annette, why do you want the community to see the value of what you can bring for them? Holly, why, what is it about why? The value and lifestyle. Dylan, why the opportunity to create generational wealth for my family? See, now we're driven down to it, right? So now like the core of it is coming out, the family, the kids, the not healthy, the value, the abundance, the financial freedom, because time is valuable to me and I want to create more time. Okay, so Colby, now we're getting down to it. For you, your why is time. You want to really get more time with your friends, with your family, with your community, with all of it. Annette, for you, it's trust, so that they will trust me to help them. John, for you, it's control. Do you see how we started here? Do you see how we started at these big level ideas, really wide ideas? And by asking why a few times, we started to narrow down the funnel, right? So now we've narrowed it down to one word. Laura, for you, it's freedom. That's your word, the freedom to do the work I love and turn to help others. Freedom and help, those are your two words. Holly, to build relationships and connections in community. May, an outlet. I love this. So now we're really drilling down to the root cause of it. And for success to happen, whether it's business or personal, we need to get down to the root cause. That's why I have a tree of life as my logo, because at the end of it all, we need to have strong roots. I don't know if you guys have heard this country song called The Bones, but the lyrics goes, when the bones are good, the rest won't matter. Because it's true, when you have a strong foundation, nothing can deter you from your goals and your mindsets. So now that we've drilled it down to the relationships, the community, the control, the freedom, the building, the time, all of those things, we're going to take those words, that last sentence that you wrote, and we're going to look at how we can create SMART goals. So what does SMART stand for? It is an acronym. Feel free to write this down. The S stands for specific. You guys have heard this before, I'm sure. This is not necessarily new. It might be new for some, not for all. The S, the rest won't matter. Love that. Yes, Colby, I think you know that song. It's a great song. So the S in SMART goals is specific. Goals should be direct, detailed, and meaningful. The reason why I started off with the 5 whys exercise is because it took a goal that was pretty big and elusive and narrowed it down to something that is really heartfelt, impactful, and has a strong root. So now we have the S, we have the specific goal. Now we need to make it measurable. The goal should be quantifiable so that progress can be tracked. How can you turn that last sentence that you wrote down into a measurable goal? What can you do? So John, for you, when it comes to control and getting healthy, how can you make that measurable? Victor, when it came down to your time management, how can you make that measurable? Same with you, Colby. What can you do for that? May, for the community, for creating a better space for children, how can we make that measurable? So that's the next level of creating SMART goals. The A in SMART is achievable. So we have specific, we have measurable, and now we have achievable. The goal should be realistic and attainable. Now, guys, I am here to tell you the sky is the limit. I am here to tell you reach for the moon, because if you miss, you still land amongst the stars. I am also here to tell you that I want you to take baby steps to get to the moon. The astronauts that went into the spacecraft to go to the moon, they didn't wake up one day and say, I'm going to go to the moon today. They did a lot of training, research, fitness to get to that point. There was a lot of stuff that they had to do to build that foundation to get to their big goal. So yes, write down that big goal, but then also write down those little measurable steps that will get you there every day. So maybe, John, for you, it's starting off by going to the gym once a week. Just start there. Do that for 3 weeks. And then after 3 weeks, you add in 2 days a week. And then you start taking those building blocks. You start laying down that strong foundation and you start building on top of it. So you're not coming out the gate hot. You're not coming out, I'm going to go to the gym 5 days a week and that's it. Or I'm going to sell 10 houses in an hour. Because you know what? When that doesn't happen, you're like, forget it. I'm done. I'm clearly not good. I'm not going to get healthier. This is not my year. I'm going to give up. Most people fall off their goals because they start coming in hot and they forget that it's a marathon, not a sprint. We got 365 days in the next year. That's a lot of days. We got to pace ourselves if we're going to reach our goals by the end of the year. So we want them to be achievable. And that means taking little steps and dissecting that big idea into little measurable steps along the way. We need it to be relevant. So we have specific, measurable, achievable, and now we have relevant. The goal should align with your broader life or career ambitions. So we want to get healthier. We want to build community. We want to start a YouTube channel to build out our community. What does that look like? How can we make that relevant? What actions are we taking to achieve that goal? You want to start a YouTube channel, but all of a sudden you're scrolling TikTok left and right. That's not going to help you start a YouTube channel. You need to start by doing research. How do I start a YouTube channel? What do I need? What equipment do I need? How do people get paid? How do they market it? Start by laying down a strong foundation in the direction that you want to go. And then the last one is time bound. The goal should have a definite time frame and completion date, because this is where we tend to go wrong. We set the goal and it's elusive. We're like, I want to get this done. So now, before we move on to the next topic, I want every one of you to put into the chat and on that piece of paper, when do you want to achieve this goal by? When do you want to achieve this goal by? Time bound. So the SMART goals to review are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. That means the goal should have a definite end date, a time frame, and a completion date. So let's write it down on the piece of paper and then let's add it into the chat. When do we want to achieve these goals by? And guys, some of them, it could be 6 months from now, it could be a year from now, but we do want to set an end date, summer 2025. I love that, Courtney. Thank you. Yes. And that seems like a very achievable goal. I think that is a great timeline. So now, Courtney, what I'm going to challenge you to do is to put down the steps between now and summer 2025. Now, summer is a 3-month window, July, August, June, July, August. What month in summer? I'm going to push you. What month in summer do you want to have it done by? Because summer 2025 is still pretty elusive. Let's drill it down. June, love it. Thank you, Courtney. June 2025. So now you have 6 months to get that goal going. So from now until then, it's about laying down those measurable small steps, those SMART goals to get you to that end goal by June 2025, March 2025. I love that. Annette, that is a serious goal. And I love that, girl. You are getting after it. Now, I want you to make sure it's achievable. Look at your calendar. Is that an achievable goal? If it's not, it's okay to revise it. I want this to be something that's achievable. Why am I saying this? Colby and I were talking about this before we started. We're considering doing another round of these in March, April as a follow-up to this cohort to see where we got with these goals. So guys, I'm holding you guys accountable. I'm going to have all your emails. We're going to really get down to this. I want to make sure that we're making these goals realistic, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. Holly, it will be my yearly goal, but I want measured results by end of Q1. I love this, long-term and short-term. Laura, May of 2025. I think that's great. Good. All right. Before we move on, does anyone have any questions about the 5 whys exercise that we just went through and or the SMART goals that we just went through? All right. If everyone's feeling excited about what they wrote down, put an emoji in the chats. Let's put an excited emoji, whether it's a cannonball, some confetti, a smiley face. Who's excited about what they wrote down and about what this means for their future? Yeah, there we go. Aaron, I love that. Laura, yes, love this. Yes to the rocket ship, Colby. I love that. You are just taking off. Abby with the arm and the sun and the love. Yes, girl. May with the coolness sunglasses. I am loving this vibe, guys. All right. We are going to move on now. We are going to talk about what this means in terms of turning. Oh, let me get that next slide. There it is. Why affirmations work. This is where we start talking about the science. Dylan, I love the airplane. Annette with the fire. Yes, girl, you are on fire. I love that. All right, we're going to talk about why affirmations work and the science behind affirmations. So as you guys see on the screen right now, I'm sharing some of my affirmations that I tell myself every day. So one of my affirmations, one of my favorite affirmations is whenever things start to feel a little challenging, I take a deep breath and I put my hand over my heart and I just tell myself little by little, day by day, what's meant for me will come my way. And it's silly and it's cheesy, but guys, I tell you, I say that a few times and it brings me peace in my body and mind. That is a little affirmation that I created for myself. My other one, when I'm going into a business meeting and I need to close a deal and I need to feel really empowered about myself, is I tell myself money opportunities flow to me easily and freely. I will be a success on my own. The universe has my back. And then I give myself a little high five and I go into that meeting and I kick ass and I take names. So I have 2 affirmations that I tell myself based on kind of where I'm at in my headspace, in my emotional space, to either calm me down if I'm feeling a little anxious, nervous, uncertain, all those things, because even though I have a thriving 6-figure business, it has its moments of feeling scary, uncertain. Even I get anxious, overwhelmed, feeling like, can I do this? Am I really going to do this? So whenever I feel this way, I always just kind of take my hands to my heart and I give myself a moment. John, kicking ass and taking names. I love that. So those are my 2 affirmations, and we're going to go through the science of the affirmations right now. Repeating affirmations can replace your negative thought patterns with positive ones, and that creates a new default pathway for self-talk. So have you guys ever been around someone that's like a Debbie Downer? They're always like, I'm okay, I'm fine, life sucks, this is hard. Like when you're around that energy, I don't know about you guys, but it's heavy, man. I'm like, I don't need that energy in my space. I try to keep my energy and my mentality on a very positive, high vibration. And so when people meet me and they're like, we love your energy. Yeah, it's because I work hard at it. Like I put the effort into it, you know? Some mornings I wake up and I'm like, oof, but immediately I change that mindset because I want to start my day hitting the road running. So when we start telling ourselves positive affirmations, we are stimulating our brain's ventromedial prefrontal cortex. Now, I am not a doctor by any means, and believe you me, I practiced that over and over again to make sure I didn't get tongue-tied. But the long story short of that is that's a region of your brain that gets involved with self-relating, self-talk, self-valuation, all that thing. It's the front of your brain, and that helps with your mindset and when you're with your shift. So when we start doing positive affirmations, we're actually changing our brain's neuroplasticity, and it allows it to form new connections based on repeated behaviors and thoughts. So I always tell my daughter, I have an 18-year-old daughter, And I tell her, girl, where your thoughts go, your energy flows. And the reality is, if you're having negative thoughts in your mind, that's where your energy is bound to go as well. So we want to have positive, uplifting thoughts to really fuel us up and be our own best cheerleaders. Because when you repeat positive affirmations, your brain associates those positive affirmations with rewards, and that boosts your motivation and your self-esteem just by saying those positive things to yourself. If you tell yourself, I'm a badass realtor and I can do this, you're going to be a badass realtor. Believe it or not, you're going to start to believe your own thing. But if you tell yourself, I'm not that good. I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't really know if this is for me. It's probably not going to work out for you. It's really that simple. There's a lot of studies that have been done about this. Starting my day with affirmations has been really helpful for me, especially combating negative self-talk and intrusive thoughts. I love that, Colby. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for your vulnerability on that one. So guys, I'm going to challenge you right now to write your own affirmation. And I want it to be based off of that last why, that last reason that you wrote down. So it can be simple. And I know that right now I'm putting you guys on the spot, and you might be like, I don't know how to do this. Sometimes a positive affirmation can be something as simple as, I'm a badass realtor and I can sell anything to anyone. That's all it takes. Other times it can be something comforting, like, I know my self-worth and I can do hard things. When I teach my yoga classes, I end every single class by telling my students, you are beautiful, you are powerful, and you are unique. And I end it with a snap. That could be your affirmation right now. I am beautiful, I am powerful, I am unique. Create something that resonates in your body and your mind, not just like don't just string words together, have it really sit with you. So I'm going to actually go quiet for a little bit so that you guys can focus on writing it down. I'm going to set my timer for 1 minute. I'm going to go quiet. I want you guys to start writing down your affirmations. And after that minute is up, I'm going to prompt you to enter them into the group chat. So you guys go ahead and do that. I'm going to take a little sip of water. All right, guys. And for those of you who are done, Laura, I love that. I am capable of creating the life of my dreams. Yes. Yes, you are, girl. You absolutely are. Who's next? Anybody else? Go ahead, start writing it into the group chat. I know I can turn my pain into power, May. That is so powerful. I love that. A couple that I have taped to my mirror is, fear is what if, faith is even if. Check your future from your future, not your past. I love that. I'm a powerful creator and I have time. Yes, Colby. John, I love that. You have more ability than you think. Yes, you do. That is exactly why we're going to get rid of that try. We're not trying to go and get healthy in 2025. We are going to get healthy. Those little statements, those shifts in how you say things, how you talk to yourself. I try versus I will. Do you notice that little difference there? That's a big game changer there in those positive affirmations and the mindset. I am capable of things I once thought only possible in my dreams. Dylan, I love that. That's beautiful. I am prepared. I am open to the possibility. Let the magic unfold. Holly, I love that you believe in magic. Yes, that is such a powerful statement. You guys, I am loving these affirmations. This is what it's about. This is what I'm talking about. These are the affirmations that on those days that are tough, because the reality is there are days that are tough. You might hear a lot of no's before you hear yeses. This is what you need to tell yourself. You close your eyes, you put your hand on your heart, however you want to do it. But this is what brings the energy into your world. They will pull you through those days where it feels like all you've heard is no. You've tried to get the client to buy, and every house that they've showed you, that's like no. You've tried to get whatever, the new deal, that new client to have you as their listing agent, and they keep saying no. Doors are closing instead of opening. On days like those, because again, they will happen. These are what we tell ourselves. This is what we tell ourselves. Holly, I am prepared. Yes, we've read that one. That's awesome. So now that we have our 5 whys, our SMART goals, and our affirmation, we're going to talk about mindset is everything. This is where we talk about the WOW method. This is where we talk about growth mindset versus fixed mindset, their belief systems, everything. And this is where someone else said this in the comments earlier. Who said this? Annette, where you said you have a couple that are taped to your mirror. Fear is what if, faith says even if. That is reframing negative thoughts. And I love that you put that in there because it was the perfect segue. You didn't even know what was coming up next, girl. And you were like, I got this. I love that. So that's exactly right. Growth mindset versus fixed mindset. And I love this visual that's on this slide because it's so simple and yet so powerful. Growth mindset brings you forward. Growth mindset is going to the future. You are evolving, you are thriving, you are growing. Fixed mindset keeps you right where you are and or pushes you back. And we're not going backwards. We're only here to move forwards. I don't know about you guys, but I'm looking to thrive. I'm looking to grow. I'm looking to evolve in 2025. So belief systems reshape your reality. And this is where I said earlier, where your thoughts go, your energy flow. If you don't think that this year is going to be the best year for you, it might not be. I'm going to be very honest with you. And reframing your negative thoughts, turning I can't to how can I? Even something as simple as I will try to I will. I want you to hear that again. Changing a sentence as simple as I'll try to I will. That's a powerful shift right there. I try, fixed mindset. I will, growth mindset. Difference, big one. 2 words, 1 word. Try, will. It's just 1 word. Big difference. So and sometimes when things are not working out for us, we get frustrated. When the doors are closing, when we're getting a lot of no's and we're getting a lot of, I don't know, I don't want, all these things. What we could be asking ourselves is, what is this trying to teach me? As I was growing my business, I heard a lot of no's before I heard a lot of yeses. I'm gonna be honest. And during that time, it forced me to sit back and be like, okay, I know I'm on the right path, but I might not be taking the right road to get there. So instead of getting frustrated because I'm banging my head against the same wall, let's talk about, what is this trying to teach me? How can I pivot? What do I need to do to reshape my mindset, change my business approach so that I can reach that goal? Because if we just keep beating our head against the same wall, expecting a different result, I got news for you. That wall, all it's going to do is get maybe a little dented, but the result ain't going to change. So we're going to go talk about today the WOW method. And this is a method that I created to start off every morning with. A few of you guys asked me questions at the beginning about how can I start off my day in a great way. The WOW method is something that I've come up with that has been very powerful. So I'm going to want you guys to write down this acronym, WOW. Just write down WOW. And it stands for wait, open, right. So WOW stands for wait, open, right. And what that means is every morning when you wake up, I want you to wait 20 to 30 minutes before you look at your phone. So many people, the first thing they do in the morning, in fact, show of hands in the chat, how many of you guys sleep with your phones right next to your bed and first thing in the morning, that's the first thing that you look at? right after you open your eyes. Put it in the chat. Give me a show of hands. Who checks their phone first thing in the morning? Thank you, Colby, for writing in what WOW stands for. I appreciate you. Guilty, guilty. Yes. Yep. Yep. Also guilty. Check my phone. Okay, good. Guys, first of all, thank you for your honesty. I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys for being so honest and for the self-awareness. Good job. Now, we need to cut that out. We need to stop that behavior. Why? When we first wake up in the morning, that is when our brain is at its most creative. That is when our mind is most at ease, most open. That is when it is most open to receiving information. And if you're immediately going to text messages, emails, news, I can guarantee very rarely are those things very positive, uplifting, and give you a sense of ease and comfort. It's a lot of, oh my God, I need to get back to this person happened, this person, and what's going on in the world today? I don't even know. I want you to wait 20 to 30 minutes before you check your phone every morning. That is going to be such a powerful shift in your day and mindset. Wait 20 minutes, whatever happened overnight. None of y'all are brain surgeons. This is whatever's there can wait. It's not going to change anything. So I want you to wait 20 minutes before you start. Now, I get the 20 minutes could be a lot. So if all you do is wait 10 minutes, it wakes me up. I get it, but it doesn't mean you have to start scrolling and checking emails and text messages. You can turn the alarm off and then flip the phone upside down. I actually sleep with my phone across the room, so I have to physically get out of bed to turn it off. And then I leave it there and I go shuffle downstairs and I get my coffee. But that's my little morning routine. So we wait. What we do while we're waiting to check our phone is we read something positive and uplifting. So Colby, before we started this, asked me a question. What's one book that changed your life this year? And I told her Atomic Habits. Guys, start reading those self-help books. I have read so many. Atomic Habits, The Mountain Is You, How to Stop Breaking Your Own Heart, How to Be a Monk. There are so many of them out there that are well written. Tony Robbins, so many books. It's just that are uplifting messages that once you start using that in your morning routine, it shifts how you think your day. Maybe not right away, but give it, I say 10 days, you'll start to notice a little shift in how you approach your mornings. You might feel a little bit more energized. You might feel a little bit more positive. You might feel a little bit more curious, a little bit more creative in your day. So we wait, we open, that's the O, we open a book and we read something new. My brain wakes up to read. What do you suggest? Yes, we're going to get to that. Yeah. A little affirmation time. That is a great time. And then, guys, this is the last W. You write down 3 things that you want to accomplish that day in order for it to be a win. So you wait, you open a book, you read something positive, uplifting, motivational, self-help, you repeat your affirmation, whatever you need to do. You wait, you open a book, you read, and then you write. The WOW method. You start off your day with a WOW. Wait, open, write. And you write down 3 things that are going to be your goals for the day. Now, my WOWs can change. They do change every day. My WOW today was take the laundry and put it in the dryer, get set up for the presentation, and put together my couch. I have couch cushions that you can take the liner off of, and you wash them, and then you got to put them back on. I have a love sack couch, and those are my 3 things today. And if I got those 3 things done today, it was going to be a win. I got 2 of them done already. I got my laundry in the dryer. I'm doing the presentation. When we're done here, I'm going to put those couch back on the covers back on the couch cushions, and I'll have won the day. Other days, it's create 3 slides for the presentation, send an email, reply to 3 emails, or reply to the emails that are in my inbox, and I don't work out. Like it's done every day, but I want you to create 3 achievable wins for the day. We wait, we open, we write. Wait, open, write. Wait, open, write. Wow. That's how you wow your day. You guys start off your day with a positive mindset, with a mindset of growth, a growth mindset. That is everything. So maybe your wow every day is going to be work out, manage my time, or actually, what it could be is work out, schedule time for rest. Because, guys, believe it or not, scheduling time for rest is important also. And then replying to emails, whatever. That is the wow method to start your day. So, any questions about positive mindset? John, I hope I answered your question there. I think I did by mentioning the book stuff. Oh, recording in progress. I wasn't recording, it is now. So any questions about the wow method and what you can do in those moments?
I just to chime in, no question, but I really like the idea of just reading like a few pages of a book. I think sometimes books feel a little overwhelming, and sometimes I get it like they just feel a little dense when I'm reading like a self-help book, and I just end up not getting through it. But if I'm just going through it like a few pages a day to start my morning, like that sounds really approachable.
I love that. And yes, Colby, thank you for that. I actually have an Apple Watch and I set a timer on it for 5 minutes. 5 minutes of reading. Sometimes I read 3 pages. Sometimes, if it's really dense, it's a page and a half. Sometimes it takes me 6 months to get through a book. Other times I blow through it in no time. It doesn't matter how much you read. It's about being consistent in the practice. So reading a little bit of something positive every day. In fact, there's a book called 365 Days of Happy, and it is a quick little paragraph every day of something positive. And I recommend that book to everyone I know because it's a great way to just start off your day. It takes less than a minute to read, and it gives you something positive to think about throughout the day. Well said. Consistency is difficult in the moment, but truly impactful. Yes, May. Absolutely. It's consistency is king. That's what makes the difference.
Annette
So
was raising her hand. I don't know. Annette, did you still have a question or
I
comment?
did not see that. Thank you.
It was more of just a comment.
Yeah.
I learned that what you're talking about in regards to this practice of using a timer.
Yes.
And I use it in a lot of aspects of my life, but especially the aspects of I really don't want to do this. And
Yeah.
and I am able to create 1,000 reasons why I legitimately don't have time to do it, right?
Right.
And so I think probably the best example for me is my garage. It had literally like boxes that I just threw in there and threw in there and threw in there. And it would be like, I really need to get in there and I need to organize that. And so I'd open the garage door and I'd look at it and it was overwhelming because, I'm looking at the whole elephant rather than taking it one bite at a time. Right. And I'm
Right.
like, nope, this is not the day. This is not the day this is going to happen. And I'm solid with that. I'm good with this. I'd close the door. And then finally I was like, okay, maybe I could just do like 2 boxes a day, right? I'll just do 2 boxes a day. And so then I did, and then it was like, nope, this isn't working for me. Nope. Still, it's been in there for those many years. It's fine. No problem. And so then it got to a point where it was like, okay, I'm going to set my timer for 15 minutes. And I'm just going to go through whatever it is for 15 minutes. And then it got to a point where it was like, I didn't need to set the timer. But what I did was I took like a black bag. That was the bag that was going to go to the trash, a white bag that was going to my sister's thrift store, and then a box that it was like, I need to figure out where it's going to go or how I need to organize it. Right. And so I had to put it in 3 different things. And then when the majority of the things were no longer going in the black trash bag anymore, I just stopped for the day. It's like, okay, I'm not going to do that.
Amazing. I
This
love that.
this aspect, I mean, it's a slow process, but it worked really good for me. It took me a year literally to clean out my garage, but
But that's actually the perfect example of little by little, day by day, what's meant for you will come your way. It doesn't matter how long it takes. What matters is that ultimately you got to the goal of organizing your garage.
yeah. And it was but it also doing that, it's like this works in other aspects of my life. Do you know what I mean? Like what you're talking about, like the setting a timer to read positively in the morning, or you know what I mean? Like whatever. It's like you can do anything for 15 minutes.
I say that to my workout clients all the time. I would rather you work out 15 minutes of something is better than an hour of nothing. So if all you have is 15 minutes, do 10 push-ups, 10 sit-ups, 10 squats. Done. You worked out. Check. 15
then feel
minutes
good
of
about it.
something is, and feel good about it, because 15 minutes of something is better than nothing at all. Thank you, Annette, for chiming in. That was awesome. You guys, I am mindful of time. I didn't realize like how I know I love to talk, and especially about these topics. So I want to make sure we also talk about stretch and exercises. I'm going to put my email here in the chat for you guys to have. And that way, but obviously you can also get it from Colby. I'm going to show it to you guys at the end, but I want to get to the next slide of the bonus round, that pain in your neck. Oops, went a little too far. Here we go. So this is proper alignment, guys. This right here, what's showing up here, that's how you want to be able to sit. Feet flat on the ground, knees at a 90-degree angle, booty is all the way back in your chair, elbows are 90-degree, and you're keeping the line of sight for your computer at this angle. So what we can do is really quickly, I want you all to just come to that comfortable seat. Try to get your feet flat on the ground. Booty is back. Shoulders are pulled together. Chest is nice and open. I'm going to adjust my camera just a little bit. There we go. And I want you to just lift your shoulders up to your ears. Nice big stretch. Lift them up. And then pull them down and back. Notice how much tension you had there that you didn't even realize you had. Now lift them all the way up again to your ears, and then let them fall down. Pull them down. Last time, nice deep breath in, lift your shoulders up to your ears, and then you drop them down. And then drop your right ear down to your right shoulder. And you take your hand, you just allow it to fall on the opposite side. Stretch out that neck. So pull that opposite shoulder down. Feel a nice big stretch here. Now you're not pulling on your neck. You're just allowing the weight of your hand to add some extra stretch here. And then come to center. Then move your neck a little bit side to side. And then come to center and drop the ear down to the opposite side. Do the same thing on the opposite side. Don't pull. Guys, this is also when I realize my neck is super tight right now. I didn't realize it. The yoga teacher with a tight neck, go figure. Yeah, May, right? It's not until you lift your shoulders up that you realize, oh my gosh, they're already there. All right, and now you're going to move your neck from side to side a little bit. And now tuck your chin to your chest. Pull it in like you're trying to touch your clavicle bone, that bone right here with your chin. And now you have the option of interlacing your hands, bringing it behind your head. And again, you're not pulling, just let the elbows fall in and let the weight of your hand.
So if you got a rebate before, like last year.
Yeah, there you go. Pull the weight of your hand down. Allow your elbows to fall down. You'll feel a nice big stretch along the back of your neck. Careful not to pull. Just allow the weight of your hand to do the work. And then start to lift up your head, move it from side to side. Notice that you might have a little bit more flexibility. Now, if you're seated in a chair, take your hands, if you can, bring them to the chair's back. Now, I don't think you guys can see my chair. Nope, I'm just going to disappear entirely if I do that. So what you're going to do is you're going to bring your hands to your chair and just allow your shoulders to open up behind you. Use the back of your chair as leverage to open up your chest. Lift your chin up to the ceiling. Get nice and big in the front part of your body. This is a really good counter stretch for sitting at your desk all day, for being on our cell phones, opening up that chest. And then come to center. Take your right leg, cross it on top of your left. And then twist towards that right leg. So you can use the back of your chair as leverage. Try not to let your chair swivel. Keep your chair facing towards the monitor. Just rotate your body. And then you come to center and you switch sides. Put the left leg on top of the right. Rotate your body. This helps out your back. And if you have tight hips, come to center. You're going to take that right foot and place it on top of your left thigh. So you're creating like a figure 4 stretch. And this might be really hard for you to do if you have super tight hips. So if you have tight hips, the modification, just allow your right ankle to go somewhere along that left thigh. Depending on your flexibility, you can use your hand to press down on that right thigh and lean forward a little bit. This stretches out your hips. So we're creating a nice little figure 4 with that right leg, and we're leaning into our front. And then you bring it to your left side. Bring that left foot on top of the right thigh and do the same thing. And remember, there's 2 sides to every body, 3 sides to every story. That's what I always say. You lean into it just a little bit. And guys, I know we're coming up to that 3 o'clock marker. Everyone's super busy. So if you have time to stay online here a little bit longer, I'm going to finish it out. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them into the chat and we can start answering questions as well. Just to review what we went over today. Thank you, Alessia. That was fabulous. Thank you, May. Today, we got a lot of great information. I hope you guys are going to walk away with really tangible items on how to reach your goals and be a success in your real estate business for 2025. We created our 5 whys so that we drill down to our actual root purpose for our goals. We created SMART goals for ourselves. We created positive affirmations. You guys, there's a lot of things that we did. And if anyone is interested in working with me long-term, I do offer coaching and accountability packages. They're available as well. You can email me. You can find me on Instagram. My website's available to you too. Please feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to be your accountability coach. We can talk about mindset goals, coaching goals, accountability goals, nutrition goals, fitness goals, anything mind, body, wellness related. I'm that gal. I hope you guys all had a wonderful time. I know I did with you guys. Thank you so much, Eva, Colby, and Dylan, for having me a part of this Every Move Collective. And I hope to see you all again very soon as I end all my presentations with, go forth, kick ass, don't do anything I wouldn't do. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you so much for being here with me.
Thank you, everyone. And I will just quickly chime in that we will be rolling out our Q1 2025 lineup in the coming days. And if you're interested in getting an invite for that, just send me a little note. And, or you know what, actually, I'll just drop this right here in the Zoom really quickly. That second link there, if you RSVP there, it'll RSVP you to all of them. That last link is just for the next one on January 13th. So we hope you have a very happy holiday and we will see you in the new year. Really looking forward to continuing being in this space with you all come 2025. Mom, are you able to unmute? I'm sure you want to say something. No? Okay. Well, my message is on behalf of us both.
All the best, gang.
Thank you, Alessia.
Thank you all. Thank you, John. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you. Have a great one.
Have a great